Outside, the snow is heavy and the wind is howling, but the man is inside, warm and comfortable, eating fried eggs and enjoying a sauna, living a wonderful life. And even after leaving this place, if he stumbles upon an abandoned cabin in the wild, he can transform it into a livable home and live in it with his best buddy for 10 years. After leaving his newly built mansion, Ah calls his friend Ah Yong. The two of them, with their packs on, set off again. The summer forest is lush and green. There are even wild fruits along the way to satisfy their hunger. Purely natural and pollution-free, with no additives. One bite and the juice explodes in your mouth. Give it a little thumbs up. After a long trek through the woods, today's destination finally appears before them. This wooden cabin, built in 1963, despite the trials of time, still stands strong here. And the owner's name is even carved on the wall. To expand his wilderness base, Ah decides to renovate and transform it, letting the cabin continue to shine in this forest and become a shelter for passing hunters. It looks very dilapidated from the outside, but upon entering, they discover it's even worse than the trash scattered everywhere outside. A collapsed floor. The roof is still passable, the walls retain the atmosphere of past life, and the fireplace is in complete ruins. It looks like there's a lot of work to do. After a brief inspection, the two put on their protective gear and immediately begin the cleanup. The first step of the renovation is to remove the trash. Only with a clean indoor environment will it be more comfortable to live in. Don't be in a hurry to throw away some of the junk. Storing it nearby might be useful later. Fortunately, they prepared masks in advance. Otherwise, this dust would be more than Ah could handle. Tear off and throw away all the posters on the wall. Although they were famous musicians of the past, Ah is not interested in them. Just as the two are concentrating on cleaning, it starts to rain lightly outside. A nearby camera even captured the figure of a moose. Finally, after 2 hours of cleaning, the interior has completely changed. Looking at the fruits of their labor, it's time for a little celebration. Considering the poor indoor lighting, he picks up his tool and launches a physical attack, cutting away the planks of this wall to transform it into a panoramic open-air balcony, providing an unobstructed view of the greenery outside. So beautiful. He then nails on a new board to cover the rough-cut surface, while also sealing the remaining gaps. Such a large window, the view is absolutely incredible. It's a thrilling moment for both of them. However, the area under the windowsill is still full of trash, an unbearable sight. To not spoil the view, they carefully clean it up again. Now it looks much more pleasant. The hole in the floor is Ah Yong's responsibility. He just needs to lay down 2 new planks, and stepping on it will be as steady as a rock. Meanwhile, Ah is studying the fireplace. Although it's in ruins, as the firewood is lit, swifts of smoke soon emerge from the chimney. It seems there's no risk of blockage. However, the drafty structure still allows smoke to fill the entire room. Next is the familiar little canteen segment. A simple lunch doesn't require complicated cooking techniques. Pre-made dumplings are pan-fried in the stove for half an hour until they are ready. While it's heating up, Ah uses discarded wooden planks in front of the door to customize a long bench. Now they can sit on it and enjoy the fried dumplings together. Since the renovation is not yet completed, a week later, Ah comes here again by himself. After a simple patrol, there is not much change inside. He then takes out his trusty tools and tirelessly starts a new round of renovations. First, he finds a large door in a pile of trash. The size is just right to fit into the door frame. It's estimated to weigh 30 kilograms, very sturdy. It's perfect for defending against wild animals. So he installs the hinges he brought. Now it can rotate smoothly. After that, he chops the excess part flat. Next, he fastens the bolt so he can sleep peacefully inside at night. The room is still empty at this time. It's time to add some furniture. How can a gentleman's sleeping place be without a bed? The wooden planks cleared out last time are now being put to use again. Although they have been discarded for a long time, they have not been eroded by insects. After fixing the bed legs, he just needs to lay down 2 planks flat on top and then secure them with iron nails. For Ake, this job is as easy as pie. Considering his good friend will visit again, he adds an extra one. With the 2 beds completed, the hot weather makes Ake sweat profusely. There are still many things to do, but seeing the cabin improve little by little, a sense of accomplishment arises spontaneously. After resting on the windowsill for a moment, he continues to build the indoor furniture. He still needs a table. He still uses discarded wooden planks. Fortunately, he brought enough iron nails this time, so he doesn't have to worry about running out. After assembling them, he measures out the appropriate height. Then he can collect table legs of the same length and piece them together with iron nails. For safety, all 4 corners are cut off to avoid accidentally cutting himself. In the blink of an eye, night falls. A day's renovation work comes to an end. After sweeping the remaining wood chips off the floor, Ake locks the main door and starts to make dinner for himself. His good buddy isn't here today, so he can go all out. Compared to the simple fried dumplings a few days ago, this dinner is much more sumptuous. After eating and drinking his fill, Ake first lays out his sleeping bag. And to prevent a visit from a bear, this time he even specially brought his gun for self-defense. If a beast comes, let it try. Just as he was sleeping soundly in the middle of the night, he was suddenly awoken by the roar of an animal outside. But he wasn't scared at all. After going out to check and finding nothing, he fires a few shots to boost his courage and scare them away. Only when it is completely quiet does he go back to sleep peacefully. The next day, the sun is shining brightly. He first has a cup of coffee to wake himself up. Then he goes nearby to collect clay. Unexpectedly, on the way, he finds bear tracks. It seems it was undoubtedly him last night. Fortunately, he has his gun for self-defense, otherwise he would have been done for. This clay is not ordinary clay. 500 grams weighs a full kilogram. He collects a large bucket and brings it back. After adding water and mixing, it becomes the strongest adhesive in the wild. Ake is already very familiar with building fireplaces, let alone repairing a semi-finished one like this one. By sealing the gaps between the bricks with clay, the smoke produced by the rocks has nowhere to escape and can only be obediently discharged through the chimney. Now the entire cabin has reached move-in standards. Even if the cold winter comes, the grand fireplace can also make you feel the warmth of home.